next reader, Gigi Ross, is a Chicago native who moved to Austin 5 years ago by way of Phoenix, Orange County, and San Francisco. She is a wife and mom of two, freelance writer and blogger, and a fumbling foodie. While her take on parenting is normally snappish, today she'll share a tender story about a common dilemma in mothering: resilience.
The kid says, "Stop following us." My son hangs his head low. 3 boys, ages 10, 9, and 6, are all trying to escape from my son. We've just met these boys but 2 hours ago here at a bouncy house place. They've had a blast together. But now I'm reminded of how mean kids can be, how quickly they can turn. I glue myself to my seat, watching and waiting. My son continues to follow them around. I know my child. He doesn't get that they're not kidding. He thinks this is a game. He thinks that he is it. I want my son to figure out the delicate balance of friendships, a balance that I am not great at. I know my child. He is only 7 and so naive to these complicated social dynamics, to the push and pull of relationships. He doesn't understand that there is such a thing as trying too hard or being too touchy-feely, or just that it's time to move on. As wonderful as my son is, I know him. I can see why the boys might be annoyed. I hate myself a little for having this awareness, for admitting to myself that he is less than perfect. I watch from afar. One of the kids says, "Get away from us. Stop following us. We don't want to play with you anymore." He gets it now, but only after brutal honesty on the other boy's part. His spine bends, his shoulders droop. He looks confused and sad as the boys race away from him, leaving him behind. As I sit rooted to my outsider's perch, I struggle with whether to stay where I am or swoop in to save him and admonish the boys for being so mean. I can handle rejection, I say to myself. He can't. He's so little. But I don't really know if the boys are being mean or they're just done playing with my son. I can't tell them to stop it. I need to let him work it out. I need to let him experience this life lesson. Besides, I know my child. I know he is going to come over to me sad and upset. And my brain is already sifting through the words I should say to him. Should I be matter-of-fact, encouraging, comforting, coddling, firm, honest? I identify this moment and the words I choose in it as ones where he can grow and learn, or ones where he can come away feeling dejected. It's a damned teachable moment, and I must not fail. I need to teach him resilience. But he doesn't come over to me. He runs off to the back of the building where I cannot see him. Minutes go by, and more, and more. Finally, I get up and I try to find him. I know my child. He is sitting somewhere by himself, lips turned down in a pout, and his head between his hands. But I am wrong. I find my son happily playing hide and seek with 2 other younger boys. They are following him around. He is the leader now. Life is okay. My kid is okay. The brutal rejection of just a few minutes ago has passed as if a dream. He learned resilience. He learned it without my help, without my comforting arms, without my encouraging words. I do not know my child as well as I thought. The teacher has become the student, and he has taught me resilience.